So there are some tools that we need. First, we'll see what is the difference between Gen AI agent, and then we'll go to agentic AI. So let's share the entire scenario. We saw these things yesterday, and today is our day two. Today we'll see what is the difference between Gen AI versus AI agent. Of course, and on a larger scale, we'll see agentic AI as well. Just putting it in the bracket, we'll not be seeing it today, or maybe if today, not at least now. Yes, Nandalal, any doubts? You have raised your hand. If there are doubts, feel free to put it in the chat box. So basically, Gen AI means generative artificial intelligence that can create new data based on pre-trained data. It uses LLM behind the scenes and can create new text, images, audio, or video, depending upon the type of model. So it uses tokens behind the scenes. Whatever commands we give, they are called prompts. In and token is the currency. Token means word. How smartly you use them to get the output. So that is Gen AI, generative AI. If I give you an example of this, maybe Chat GPT, very common one. Anthropic Cloud AI, Gemini by Google, DeepSeek by Quen, Grok by XAI, etc. And there can be many more. Okay, so that is Gen AI, generative AI. For example, I can ask Gen AI for a flight detail from Pune to Goa on a particular date. Can give flight plus other details like your timing, price, and maybe local booking suggestion. But now this is what Gen AI can do. So let's go to ChatGPT and try to see what is the output when I try to find a flight from maybe Pune to Goa on 21st of March. That is hopefully a holiday Sunday, Saturday plus Eve, I guess. So see, this one is giving us the details. Now, if I ask you, can you book a flight for me? This is where your AI is helpful. Gen AI. It says no, I cannot. It will say something like, I can help you find the guide, but I can't directly book or make payment from you. So you see, although it can help me in many ways, direct airline booking, flight website, price idea, Goa has two airports, it's telling North Goa, South Goa. So if you want, I can book you step by step, travel date, number of passenger, budget, preferred timing. So it can help me with all the things, but it cannot give me what I want. Now this is the place where AI agents come into picture. So hope everybody has understood what is Gen AI. Anyone any doubts in Gen AI? So now here we come to AI agent. So we use Gen AI plus API calling for your task can be done in an automated way. The same scenario, it has some code and it can do it. So now let's see that in action. So for that, what can be the possible solution? I give you 2 minutes of time to think and then you can reply it in the chat. Take your time to think about it, and I'm waiting for the solution. So I guess either you are not getting the right answer or lack of interest. So whatever is the scenario. So we'll have a code on the basis of this. The code is completely generated by AI. And then again, we'll have first the running instance and then we'll ask the AI to code us for the same. So let's see that. So here if I come, 5, open folder. So here I have some codes with me. So I'll walk you through a code that's taking API keys behind the scene. So here we have this code. Again, this entire code is made using AI only. So traditional AI versus agentic AI, flight booking example. Using Grok API key, no billing required. You can get your free API key at this place. So first we are importing JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and then date and time delta, and then we are importing Grok, and then we are doing a set. We are having an API key, and then client is equals to Grok. We are using that API key. Our chat model is Llama 3.370B versatile. And this is the first scenario wherein you have traditional AI response. We are getting a string. We are returning that string. Traditional AI just responds with advice or information. You can see it cannot do anything for us. It will just give us suggestion. So response is equals to client.chat.completions create model is equals to model. And we have taken Llama 3.370B versatile as the model. And then token, the maximum number of words are 1024 for in and out in total. And the message is role is user, content is user query, whatever query we put, and return response dot zero index of choice message dot content. So this is what this part will do. Or traditional AI will run till here only. You can go through the code and try to understand it for next 5 minutes, and then we'll go with the next part. Again, this is all made using AI only, but it's always a good practice to have some knowledge of the code. So now we have the second scenario, that is agentic AI, and it uses external tools as well, API calling as well. So now we have defined a function definition, search flight API destination, and of course date. This will be our list. So it simulates calling of flight A search API. It will print from destination on date. It is connected to the calendar. It will check the date, is that available or not, and then booking ID, status, flight, passenger name, everything is there. You can say this is commented code because it code was giving some error. So if we are handling a flight that is nested, so we have flight number, and then we have other parameters. Tool definition for growth. Tool is equal to function. Function would be search flight, search for available flights for destination on a specific date. Parameters, priorities, properties, everything is there. And from here, we have agents autonomous start working. You can have a look at this code. Then we'll go ahead with the next part. So now this is agentic loop. While it is true, we call the chat model to complete the thing. We call the tool. And then we go with the next part. So now we are running both the things. Book the cheapest flight to Mumbai next Friday. This is the query that I am putting. Of course, in the example, there was something else. We can edit it. So this one is checking for the date. And then if I try to run the file, it says Python cannot open because this particular thing is inside. Okay. Okay. The spelling error was there. So let's fix the spelling error. The agent has started working and it has done everything for us on our behalf. The moment we just had to execute the file and the path was correct. Now I'll minimize the side window. We just have a look at this particular part, what happened when we did. So from here, our response started generating. So in the traditional AI agency, it says book the cheapest flight to Mumbai next Friday. I'm an large language model. I don't have the ability to directly book flights or real-time pricing information, but I can guide you on how to find and book the cheapest flight to Mumbai next Friday. Find the cheapest flight. I recommend using a flight comparison website or travel agency. Here are a few options: Google Flight, flight.google.com, Skyscanner, Expedia, kayak and make my trip further local travel. So this is the reply that we get from generative AI, traditional AI. You can enter your travel dates, destination, and departure city to find available flights. You can also filter the results by price, airline, and other preferences. Once you have found a suitable flight, you can book it directly on the airline. And here you can see it's showing you the entire thing. If you want, you can go through it for some time, and then we'll see the agentic AI response. This is our normal Gen AI response.
So now this is the agentic AI response. You can see it. So here you can see it's showing you all the details. Yeah, fine. So now let's go with some other concepts. So now here we have understanding AI evaluation and real world applications. And artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machine programmed to think, reason, learn, and make decisions. So this is the evolution timeline and the real world examples where your applications are used. So right now we are into agentic AIs, autonomous agents, multi-agents orchestration. And these are the real world applications where these things are used. You can go through it and then we'll go with the next part, AI versus machine learning versus deep learning. So basically, between 1950s to 80, there was rule-based system, expert system that was called symbolic AI. Between 1990s to 2000s, it was statistical learning, decision trees, statistical visual models. So it's machine learning. In 2010s, we were into deep learning, neural networks, generative, pre-trained, uniformers, computers, big data, generative AI that came in 2020s, large language models, generative pre-trained transformers, diffusion models, multimodal AI, and agentic AI is something that has evolved after 2024, maybe 2025, and now in 2026, it's been on the boom. Autonomous agents, multi-agents orchestration. So these are your real-world applications in healthcare, finance, manufacturing, retail, transportation, education. Everywhere we can use multimodal agents, agentic AI. So AI versus machine learning versus deep learning. You have artificial intelligence. That's the broader set. Machine learning is the subset. Deep learning is again a subset, and generative AI is the subset of deep learning. So artificial intelligence is the grandparent. Then you have parent. Then you have child, and you have grandchild. So generative AI being the smallest unit of this, again, it's very rapidly evolving and it is of great usage. It is very fast than its ancestors. So the key differences are here. You can go to the key differences. So now generative AI concepts and use cases. Generative AI creates new content, text, images, audio, video, code by learning patterns from training data. Unlike discriminative models, which classify, generative models produce novel outputs. Core mechanisms are transformers, diffusion models, generative adversarial networks, and variational autoencoders. So these are the things that are there. So these are the applications you can see. So now what are large language models? A large language model is a deep learning model trained on massive text corpora to understand and generate human language. LLMs use the transformer architecture with billions of parameters. How LLMs work, simplified, they are pre-trained, trained on internet scale text to predict next tokens, fine-tuning, adapt to specific tasks or datasets. RLHF reinforcement learning from human feedback for alignment and interface generate output token by token using probability distributions or statistics. So now we have GPT Cloud, that by Anthropic, Google Ultra, Llama 3 by Meta, and Mistral. These are the key strengths and capabilities, plus limitations. So this is very dangerous hallucination. So now role of AI in modern industries. In healthcare plus AI, it goes for greater precisions, 24/7 diagnostics. So round the clock, it is available. In legal, it contract analyzes case research in minutes. In HR, marketing, cybersecurity, agriculture. Even in crop agriculture, it can do crop monitoring and yield optimization. So you can see it's very useful in many industries. So now these are the limitations of traditional AI system. It's narrow scope, no common sense, data dependency, no adaptability, brittleness. lack of reasoning, and no self-improvement. So now we come to agentic AI, and it uses PEAS, performance environment actuators and sensors. So an intelligent agent is an autonomously entity, perceives its information through sensors or input, processes information using reasoning or planning, acts upon the environment through actuators or outputs, and learns from outcomes to improve the behavior in future. So to improve future behavior. So its components are performance, measure of success, customer satisfaction score. That can be an example. Environment where agent operates, retail management system, email, chats, accurators, how agents act, send email, update records, escalate, and sensors, how agent perceives user message, database queries, and all. So these are the agent types. So agentic AI versus traditional AI systems. So this is your traditional AI versus agentic AI. On different dimensions, we are trying to compare them. So now we'll go to the next part. What are the characteristics of autonomous agents? So the characteristics of autonomous agents, they are autonomy, reactivity, proactivity, social ability, persistence, adaptability, and rationality. The difference between reactive and proactive. So now single agent versus multiple agents. So here we can see single agent does only one work and multiple agents does multiple works. We already saw an example of the single agent versus multiple agent, wherein if I ask an agent to do some work, it was not able to do. It was telling that my scope is limited. But then, of course, when you have multiple things connected through APIs, you can do it. So now in multi-agent patterns, you have supervisor, peer-to-peer, pipeline, and blackboard. So this is the description. One orchestrates delegates to workers, agents negotiate and collaborate. Output of one feed next and shared memory for collaboration. And when to use, we use it for hierarchical tasks, equal expertise needed, sequential processing, and knowledge integration. So again, once you move a little bit ahead, we'll see how we can make our own AI agents using platforms like n8n and make.com. So we'll be doing that. Am I audible to everyone? Student? Sorry, learners, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, so I guess it's only your issue, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, fine, fair enough. So now you can see the types of environments and you can go through it. So perception in AI agents. Agents perceive through text input, users, messages, documentation, database records, structured data API, JSON databases. They use images, videos, computer vision models, audio, speech recognition, sensor, IoT, Internet of Things devices, and system matrices. So you give raw input, decision making mechanism. And tomorrow we will be making AI agents as well using a platform called make.com. But first we need to complete theory. So there is a website called make.com. Since I got query, that's why I'm telling this is the agenda for tomorrow. And again, there is something called na10.io as well. But then this one is scheduled for future days, wherein you can, these are free things where you can do automate automatically. And we'll be doing it practically. If you want, I can show you the demo right now, what we are going to make. So in this, you have scenarios and you can have your own scenario, and it gives you a ton of things to inbuilt usage. So here you can see you get 30 days of free usage. And I have used already more than 700 tokens, 600 to be precise, 650 around. And it shows you your usage rate and charts. So you have your scenarios here, and tomorrow we'll be building it hands-on. So yeah, I have integrated some data already. So we'll be doing it tomorrow. Again, when it comes to NA10, NA10 may be a day later. So these are your modules that we'll be using. So here in this, you have your workflows. I do have a few workflows already ready for me. Webhook, simple memory, lead generation webhook, data is shared. So we'll be seeing everything once we move a bit ahead in our course. For now, we'll be going through theory part because theory is also more important. If you know the theory, you can of course go with the practical part. For LMS and course related queries, I would request you to please contact Sushmita ma'am. She is there in the chat box. I take care of the academia and she takes care of all the other things. So now those who are really interested in making something, like, I would request you to create an account on Make as well as NA10. I'll put the websites if you want, make.com, and you'll have to integrate a lot of things. You'll have to give permissions to it, and na10.io. So these are the two platforms that we'll be using, and we'll be using free services that are available. So these are the agent memory types: in context memory, episodic memory, semantic memory, and procedural memory. Just go through this. So now basically memory implementation, RAG, retrieval argument generated. So when you embed something, you give your memory as well. So RAG patterns, what is RAG? If I just show you, it is something that you don't know, but you try to show that I know it. RAG meaning in AI. Retrieval augmented generation is an AI framework that improves large language model accuracy by fetching relevant up-to-date data from external trusted sources like enterprise database. How RAG works: basically, RAG connects to an LLM to external knowledge sources like Wikipedia's databases, retrieval specific content relevant to query, and adds this content to the user prompts. So basically, you don't know anything, but you are trying to show you know it. So you go to a place, external source. So RAG is considered as a cost-effective way to make AI systems more relevant and trustworthy. Basically, you borrow the data. So if we see, it is the process of optimizing the output of large language models so it references an authoritative knowledge based outside of its training data source before generating a response. Large language models are trained on vast volumes of data and use billions of parameters to generate original output for tasks like answering questions, translating language, and completing sentences. RAG extends the already powerful capabilities of LLMs to a specific domain or an organization's internal knowledge base, all without need to retrain the model. So it is a cost-effective approach to improving LLM's output so it remains relevant, accurate, and useful in various contexts. So this is RAGs. So for registering on Make, it's asking for tech stack. Usually it asks, but then these are some basic questions. Okay, 1 minute. Let me show you. If I do Control Shift N, I'm opening. Is my screen visible to everyone? I have opened an incognito tab. Is the screen visible? I believe it is visible. It's fine. So I try to go to make.com. Okay. And it is pretty much simple. It's not at all hard. Again, we'll be doing it tomorrow. Okay, thank you. So here we come. And if I do, get started for free here. No credit card required. Nothing. Fine. Understood. Fine. So get started. So if I tell here, continue with Google, or it will ask you for a sign up for free. For example, if I put here XYZ, okay, fine. Let me make one more account only. Fine. Moin. Now this one I don't use a lot. It's just for demo purpose. Those who are not with me right now, please make sure that you see the recording, because I already have an account and I'm making one more account. So I made some password. Hosting region, keep it EU India. Sign up for free. Okay, password must be minimum length. Okay. So, okay. So I believe now it should work. Check your email to verify account. So I got a verification on my email. Yeah, you can choose Gmail, of course, but then of course, I don't want any issues. So now I'm checking my email on my mobile. So I did verify email. Right. So now if I do a refresh, your email has been verified successfully, it says. So now, again, if I go for make.com, and if I try to log in now, and I guess the password was it this? No, invalid password. So see, I'm in now. So are we on the same page? No need for incognito tab. No need for incognito. Since I have my main account already accessed, that's the reason my all the accounts are synced. So that's why I'm using incognito. Fine. So how did you hear about make? So maybe you can put anything recommended by AI or search engine. Anything is fine. Exactly. Okay, fine. I can do here. Fine. How would I describe your experience with automation? I have no experience. Okay, do it as it is. What is your organization size? Only me, or you can put 2 to 10. 2 to 10 I am putting. Which of these popular apps are you planning to use? So even if you click all of them, that is fine. Even if you don't click any, that also it's fine. At the end, it will show you how you can do it. Continue. What do you want to automate with Make? My projects. Get started. So now we will get 1,000 credits free. Monthly usage will be there. And work will start tomorrow. Today just I wanted to show you, sir, I get 1,000 credits. Monthly usage for 31 days. So I believe we all are here. There's no link for it. Yeah, of course, if you don't choose any tech stack, that is also fine. If you choose tech stack, that is also fine. So here we have it. Trending agents, it's already showing us there are some trending agents. If you want, you can go for try now. You can search it. It will show you an automated workflow here. And then I'll come to my main. If you tell use this scenario, it will open a YouTube video for you here. Most of the time it does. Yeah, I guess, yeah. build a sales outreach AI agent. So now the person who has made this, he is showing you what he has done or she has done. It's just a 3 minute, 18 seconds or 19 seconds video.
Using a Make AI agent, you can set up this sales outreach agent, which automatically researches leads, drafts personalized emails, and suggests meeting times based on your calendar and family. Let me show you.
So please fill up the attendance. Then we'll continue with this. Please fill up for next 5 minutes. There's going to be attendance. And then we'll continue here. Let's wait for 2 minutes for others to submit the attendance. Then we'll go with the flow. So now we can
Our
continue.
Make agent is set up with a Gmail trigger, which watches new emails whenever they're tagged as a lead. So here's an inbound email, which I've tagged as a lead. The next time our workflow runs, it picks up that email and the agent gets to work. It researches the lead's company, reads our company knowledge to understand if this lead is a match, and if it decides that it's worth having a meeting, it looks at my calendar and finds some availability. Finally, it creates a draft response directly in my Gmail account. And here is the draft that it created. A personalized response references to the specific questions asked and proposes meeting times that actually work in my calendar. Now, all I have to do is review this and hit send. And I get a Slack notification letting me know that there's a new draft waiting with a quick link and I can jump straight to it. To set this up for yourself, you can simply go to the template page and click use this scenario. This will import the whole agent blueprint directly into your Make account. First thing you need to do when you import this is just go through and set up all of your connections in the different apps. So Gmail, Slack, Google Calendar. And in the AI agent settings, you simply need to pick whatever large language model provider you want to use and pick the model. So in our case, we're using Claude Sonnet from Anthropic, but you can pick whichever model you prefer. Additionally, in your Gmail account, you also need to set up a label which you can use to tag emails. And then inside your Make Gmail settings, here you can pick the specific label. Now, I want to walk you through quickly exactly how this agent is configured. The first thing the agent has access to is some knowledge. We've provided it with a company context PDF with all the relevant information about our company, what kind of services we offer, and who our ideal customers are. This way it has everything it needs to know to see if a new lead is a fit or not. And you should replace this company context file with your specific company information. Next up, our agent has access to 3 different tools. First of all, it can search the web, which it uses to gather intelligence about the company, industry, size, recent news, and potential pain points. It also has a Google Calendar tool, so it can check our calendar availability for the next 7 days to find available meeting slots. And finally, you can create the draft email response in our Gmail account. And where you can really customize it and make it fit to your company's exact needs is by modifying the system prompt here in the agent instructions. What's clever here is the agent does not respond to every email in the same way. It actually qualifies the lead first and will only propose a meeting if the qualification meets certain conditions, and if not, it will not propose a meeting. The agent instructions also contain very specific email guidelines. We've told the agent to be direct and casual, no corporate fluff, no flattery, keep it under 200 words, sound like a peer having a conversation, and not a salesperson pitching. Now, this is quite a simple agent, just using publicly available information. You can also customize this further with your own data. You could connect it to your CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce and have it check if that company already exists. So there you have it, a simple Make AI agent, which takes a new lead and then generates a personalized calendar-aware email draft, all without you lifting a finger.
I know this makes very less sense, especially to, of course, Indian audience, because we don't use a lot of services like that. So now I believe you can see a create scenario, and here you have scenarios here. So I'll be switching. Are we all seeing this same interface? Are you all seeing the interface like this? Those who are using make.com. Fine. Okay. So now let me jump out from here. And I'm in this scenario. Okay. Of course, I've used it a few times, and let me refresh it so you get an idea. Just let me refresh it. Okay. So if I come here and do create scenario, you also have a tab here. Please click on create scenario. And it should land you to a plus button like this. If you do create scenario, is it working for you? Now, what are we going to build first? Let me show you. Since now it's getting excited, some of you are showing interest. So I'm happy. So fine. I do have the entire documentation as well for this one, but I'm pretty sure you will not need the documentation. Okay. Once we do it, you will not need the documentation at all. So first, we need a trigger from where we'll start. It can be a Google form. It can be a message from WhatsApp. It can be anything. So we will be taking RSS feeds of trending news. So from where do we get it? We'll get it from Google Trends. What is trending in India? We'll see that. Then we'll be using a brain called LLM, large language model. And in our case, it's going to be a free service given by Gemini. We'll be using Gemini's API, how to make API, generate API key. That also I'll show you. If you go to cloud.io, it will ask you to generate API key. We'll see that. We'll be doing it, everything. Yes, Prajakta ma'am. In LMS, you will get it for sure. I'll share it with ma'am. Ma'am will share it with you. Fine. And then the third part that we'll be doing is we'll be connecting our Gmail. So we get an email of trending topic. And fourth thing, we would be using Google Sheets. So it updates the topics. Plus URL. If you want to go in details, you can go with the URL, Uniform Resource Locator. So now this is what we are going to build tomorrow. Today I'll show you the output of it. Already I have made it for you. And of course, I do teach others as well. So we are going to have a trigger. To have a trigger, then we'll be connecting it to Brain, wherein we'll connecting to a Gmail and then to Google Sheets. So now let's start it. So here, if I come and show for, if I search for Google Trends, since I have searched it, it's there in my cache memory. So the moment you search for Google Trends in your search engine, again today just see, tomorrow we will be doing it firsthand. If you are not able to do anything today, that's fine. So we come to Google Trends here. And now what is trending in, if I come here and search for trending now. So this one will show me like which country. By default, it will take my location, but you can change the country, whichever country you want. Past 24 hours, past 4 hours, or whatever you want. I'll keep it all default. Categories also it will ask for. There are many categories you can see here. Trends, show active trends or passive trends also, and by relevance, title, search volume, redundancy, everything. So attendance link is already shared in Renomat. So here we come, and this is going to be when we do export here and do RSS feed. So this becomes our API. From here we'll get the data of all the things. Whatever data is useful to us, we'll extract using AI. So what is RSS trends? Obviously, there would be a question here. RSS feed meaning, okay. So an RSS is really simple syndication, is a standardized XML based text. XML is basically a type of programming language wherein you have syntax that was used in the past. Now you have JSON, and of course, after JSON also you have Tune. So that allows users to automatically receive data updates from websites such as news, blog posts, headlines, or podcast. Okay. So really simple syndication, that is RSS feed. If I show you XML versus JSON versus YAML, YAML means markup language. Yet another markup language. So all of these three, if you see, they're storing same data, but they are storing it in different way. 1 minute, yeah. So see, this one is telling server name is 12, server name is 1, owner is John, created it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and status is active. JSON, JavaScript object notation uses the same, and YAML stands for yet another markup language. So these are ways of writing in programming language. So we use XML here because it is inbuilt by Google Trends. We are not writing anything. So we'll be getting data from our trending sheet here. This is the place from where we'll get the data. So this is going to be part 1. And then we'll connect it to our brain, that is large language model. So start.io, if I do, wait. No, this is Anthropic. No. Google API. AI.studio. Yeah, sorry. Forgot it. AI.studio is the website where you will go. So here when you come tomorrow, we'll come together here. And here you will get your API key. API key is basically, API stands for Application Programming Interface. Yesterday, I believe we had a conversation on this. So I have my keys here. There are 4 keys. You can have your own key. All you need to do is here is create an API key, and I'll show you tomorrow how you can do it. If you don't have an account, no need to worry. We'll make an account here also. So after this, every one of us has a Gmail, and then if you do sheets.new, so you are landing in your Google Sheets. So this is an untitled sheet. I already have a sheet here. So to see my sheet, I'll just come here and search for sheets. And I do have some sheets here. My blogs idea is the name of the sheet. So now these are the few blogs you can see. At number 10, we have Rajnikant, and after that, we don't have any. So my sheet name is my blogs idea. So I'll show you the running instance just once. And then of course, tomorrow we'll be doing everything this hands-on from scratch till end product. So now let's go to make.com. New scenario. No, I have few scenarios. And if I open, I just wanted to see on which sheet I am updating the data. No, it's dry fruit. This is the another scenario. How do I come to know? It's written, see, spreadsheet name dry fruit. So this is not the one that I wanted to show you the demo of. What is the name of my sheet? My sheet name is my blogs idea. So I want to search that sheet since I have made a few. Yeah, it's my blogs idea. So now here I can run it at every 15 minutes also. But since after 15 minutes, our class will only get over, I'll do it run once. So this one will get data from RSS feed. It will give it to Google Gemini. Google Gemini will pass it to my email and I'll get it updated. So if you see my updated sheet, okay, here we have Kumbh Rashifal already updated here. And if I show you my email also, I should get an email also by this. Yeah, see, this week for students, Kumbh Rashifal. And if I search for trending topics, so I believe if I try to find, yeah, here you see, we have Kumbh Rashifal. In case if I'm interested more into it, in my sheets, yeah, where is my sheet? 1 minute. Yeah. 1 minute. I guess I had a sheet here. Okay, let me open my sheet. And there I'll get a URL as well. So that URL will land me to the same page and I can go for the details also. My blogs idea. So here, this is the training topic. If I copy this from here and paste it, this is the source from where my data is coming. Kumbh Rashifal. It has images also. If I want to see the image, of course. So the image is encrypted. Aaj ka Rashifal. Now I can get details of this also. So tomorrow we'll be making this from blank, from scratch. Everywhere your data flows and you get the data automatically. All you need to do is integrate things. And if I do run once here, see from here the data, it goes here, then it goes here, then it goes here. Since I have done it before 15 minutes only, it's not showing, or it shows a very good UI, wherein your data comes from here to here, then to here, then to here. In case you get stuck, it will show you. So here is the trending topic URL that we put. Then we try to connect to Gemini, and this one will ask us for API key. So I have already added my API key. You can add your API key as well. Tomorrow we'll see that. And then here you need to put user, and then this content is generated using ChatGPT only or your AI. Then in the email, you configure your email and to which email you want to send. Maybe tomorrow I'll ask someone else's email and I'll send the data to that email. And then, of course, in the sheets also. You need to create a sheet and search that sheet. All the sheets that I have, it's showing me here. And I need to trigger that sheet and get it worked done. So hope you got a simple theory idea of one automation. Again, if you are willing to learn, I would request you all to open an account on make.com and come prepared tomorrow. I guarantee you will make at least one. Okay. You want me to send you? Okay, fine. Maybe I can send to Dr. Murlidhar. Okay, sir. I'll send you also, not an issue. So add recipient emails. I'm adding his email here. Fine. So, sir, you will also get one email once this automation is done. And if I keep it on for 15 minutes, every 15 minutes you'll get, and that's really annoying. I don't want to do it. So I'll do run once. The module contains unsaved. Okay, fine. It's telling that there are some unsaved changes. So there are 2 recipients. I need to save it. And now if I do run once. So now, since we are using free version, so it will allow us to run only 15 minutes once if I'm not wrong. So after 15 minutes, only this one will work. Maybe tomorrow in the morning, tomorrow when we start the session, I'll keep it auto on, and every 15 minutes you will see some sort of update coming to us automatically. Since I was teaching in the morning to some other batch, I kept this one on. And if I show you my sheets, Google Sheet, see, these are all the things that were sent since morning. I deleted few of the emails because they were too annoying. I kept it on. So this entire data, I'm doing one thing, I'm deleting it. Tomorrow, you see, we'll generate new one. So it will automatically generate the data. And I was talking about NA10 as well. So for NA10 also, I'll show you a workflow wherein, yeah, maybe we'll go with the restaurant one. Let me just see where it is. Workflow first one. Okay, my workflows. Yeah, so here we are in the workflows. No, webhook AI agent. No, not this one. Some of them are quite hard, so I don't want to go with them. But at a beginner level, going with too hard one is not a good choice. Yeah, maybe here. Now this is a simple chat message workflow wherein I have a restaurant, assuming that I have a demo restaurant. Maybe AISS MS is a college here in Pune. So there also I take a session. So this is the demo for this, wherein when I put a message, something called hi, it will show me a customized message, and then it will remember my name. I have an inventory sheet, an order sheet, and a frequently asked question sheet. So again, they are all in my Google Sheets only. So if I show you my sheet, I have a restaurant food delivery system. So I have an inventory sheet, an order sheet, and a frequently asked question sheet. So here, if I open my AI chatbot and if I open chat, if I type hi, so see the data is going to the chat box. And it's asking, place an order. Hi, welcome to AISSMS Devon Restaurant. Like you get, welcome to HDFC Bank, welcome to this, welcome to that. Okay, I want to place an order. So I'll ask for menu. Whatever menu it's coming, the menu will be coming from my data here. Only this menu will be there. So here you see my data is getting, now it's going to inventory. Again, it's coming here. It gives you a nice UI. And see, it's giving me this exactly same menu. If you see, this menu is exactly the same menu. If I tell I want burger, it will tell sorry. So OpenAI, this one is reading. See, we don't have a burger on the menu. Fine, so I guess it's time to leave. If you want, you can leave. We'll continue later on. So here we can place an order. Our order will go in the inventory sheet. Those who are willing to stay, they can stay and see. Here, if I put some order, our order will be here. So maybe I'll tell it what is the menu. Okay, it has, okay, chicken thali, okay, veg thali. So one veg thali. If I tell I want one veg thali, it will ask me my name. And see, right now we don't have any veg thali order here. Mhm. So AI is running. Inventory, it's checking. Yeah, got it. One veg thali. What's your name? So I'll give my name as XLR trainer. We'll make this, if not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Because tomorrow we'll go with the make. So see, it's updating the orders. Workflow successful. And see, XLR trainer. I ordered a veg thali, one quantity on 17th March 2026 at 4:57, 10 p.m. Order is confirmed. So there's the frequently asked questions as well. So if I ask you what is your refund policy, it will give me this thing. What is your refund policy? Again, you can see here, AI is thinking. Right? If you get wrong order, see, this is it. For refund, you need to contact this number. Because Meta will give you your API. Meta gives API. See, believe me, if you make 2 or 3 agents, your brain will automatically start working. Like for the first time, even for me, it was very hard because agentic AI is a new technology. But every time you integrate with any of your APIs, you work with systems, and it's not very hard. I'm telling you, it's just willingness. If you're willing to learn, just sit with the laptop. Don't try to be sleepy. I'm telling you honestly, because once you are doing it, especially in an online class, you feel sleepy. And that is your biggest enemy, your sleep. So we'll be doing it tomorrow. If there are any doubts, feel free to ask, or else we are done for the day. If you have any doubts, you can put it in the chat box. I'll try to reply it. Notes and documentations will be shared by ma'am. Apart from that, if you need anything else, you can ask ma'am. She'll get in touch with you. Even today, I'll join the WhatsApp group. So I'll also be there joining today. So in case if there is anything, you can add it in the group also. But for notes and all, ma'am will help you out. Fine. So we are done for the day. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3.
Thank you.
So, yeah, dear faculty members, thank you for joining. We'll meet again by tomorrow. So yeah, some are asking about the materials. The materials which we are going to upload it LMS, I request please be waited. Before we complete this program, we will upload all kind of materials.
Thank you.
No, we will not share any materials or documents in WhatsApp. We will not share it personally. We will upload it in LMS. You have to view in LMS only.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all.